In this video, we're going to be looking at some of the figures from the Spider-Man No Way Home wave, also known as the Armadillo Build-A-Figure wave. I didn't get all the figures in this wave because I didn't get the Doctor Strange and the single release of the MCU Spider-Man in the red costume, because it didn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece, and I already have plenty of Tom Holland Spider-Man figures. I don't need any more. I didn't really want this one because this one, like I said, I have plenty of those. But some other figures I did want to get, especially Screech. She's on the new female buck that's going to be going forward, hopefully for all new female figures. And the Miles Morales Gamerverse Spider-Man looks really good because I ended up selling my comic book version. Like, this sucker was going for like crazy money. It's like, I know they're going to make another Miles Morales, so I sold it off a while back. Moreland, not really interested in, because I never like to do the Spider-Verse storyline, like from the comics for the Spider Hunters or wherever they are. And J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah, been nice, but it'd been better if they could have gave us the alternate head. Should have been from the original Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies where he's got hair. That way you could have either or. Let's take a quick look at some of the individual figures. First up, we're going to look at the Miles Morales. He's a lot taller than the comic book version. This is the Gamerverse version. The comic book one is built on the smaller body, the team body. This one's quite a bit taller. This is more like almost an adult Miles Morales from the looks of the size. It's bigger than the Tom Holland Spider-Man. This should be the standard style release for Marvel Legends. He comes with a ton of accessories. He's got energy effect hands. He's got closed fist hands. He's got wall crawling hands. And he's got thwip hands. This should be a standard for all Marvel Legends. Have an unmasked masked head, or have a head like showing their powers, if they're these like sonic screams, eye beams, something, and have a standard head. He also comes with the legs for Armadillo. The sculpting on this is really nice. You can see all the webbing, everything's raised detail. You got suit textures. Great looking figure. Butterfly joints. How's the head? Is it articulated? Is on ball peg. I'm not a fan of ball pegs. You got less range of motion on those. And when I pulled this one off, it was tight. This is the neck is actually a glued on piece. So let's check his unmasked head. Great looking sculpt. Great paint details. And put the ball peg on. This ball peg is not as restricted as some of them they've been doing, like the Retro Spider-Man. This one can look up pretty well, unlike the Retro Spider-Man. Butterfly joints got more range back than forward. Disc and shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, ab crunch, waist twist, hinged wrist. Standard Marvel Legends articulation, all pinless. This one has lint stuck in the joints for some reason. Let's look at the Tom Holland Spider-Man, the black and gold suit. I have not seen the movie, but from what I understand, this is not in the movie very long. The butterfly joints on this one move a lot better than on the Miles Morales. But he only has an extra set of thwip hands and 2 grip hands with nothing to hold. So, kind of like opposites to what I was talking about Miles Morales. All the accessories, everything comes with. This one comes with very little. And got some bad paint on the eye there. But it's a Tobey. I keep wanting to call him a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, but it's Tom Holland. I wish we had a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. He also comes with a leg. And put those aside. We'll look at the J.K. Simmons. J.K. Simmons is a decent release. Same suited body we've seen, but Unlike with some of the newer figures we've seen where they got the product numbers stamped on the leg instead on the foot. We'll go back to the foot. Now I should be able to remove that with a little bit of brush cleaner, clean that off. Like I said, I wish the alternate head, instead of just being a yelling head, they could have done a yelling head with hair. That way it could have been the Tobey Maguire style J. Jonah Jameson. But they did not. He's on the suited body, like we've seen so many used so many times, and with being on that suited body, have these terrible curved feet. So he is not very stable. He rocks. Because you have a rounded foot. It's not flat. That's really bad. Bad Hasbro, bad. He also has two alternate open palm, fingers spread out hands. I don't understand that. I guess he's flailing around. I don't know. That's kind of odd sculpt choice. But that's what he comes with. Now the character I care nothing about, Moreland. He is on the bigger suited body we've seen a few times. This is the modified suited body with the bigger biceps like on the Hellfire Club. With the bigger shoulders, bigger arms, forearms. You got the pinstripe legs, but he's got the standard lower leg suited feet, legs and feet. And a new torso. Figured it might be an overlay like they did for Ascot for this one. But this is a new upper torso. But you can see the button-up shirt like from the Nick Fury use. But it does the job for what it is. Got the weird little sucker hands. Kind of put you in mind of the Morbius from the animated series, which everybody thought was hoping what this was going to be. He comes with a smiling head installed on the figure and a slightly angrier face. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care about this character. I mainly want the build a figure. Now this I like. New female body. Buck. Bicep swivels. Double jointed arms. All seamless. All new body. And heroic athletic proportions. No noodle legs. Muscular arms. This is great. I'm wanting to get a few of these. See if I can find a few of these loose. Maybe like people were wanting to build for custom fodder. Right off the bat, you could just take some paint remover and get rid of the white. Throw on some Black Widow belts and forearm like a gauntlets. A Black Widow head. Instant upgrade for a Black Widow. Fantastic looking sculpt. Well, one thing I really could have used is an alternate head. She uses Sonic's. Kind of like I would like to have a screaming head. I don't know if she actually screams for her powers, because I haven't read any comics with her in it. But I like this sculpt. You get a great range of movement in the diaphragm joint. Like I said, bicep swivel, disc-hinged shoulders, double jointed elbows, hinged wrist, and then swivel, ball jointed hips. Better than most Spider-Man figures. And actually, muscular looking thighs instead of little skinny little noodle legs like they've been doing for a lot of figures. This needs to be the standard going forward for female superhero figures. And she comes with alternate hands. Got the open splay hands here. We've seen multiple times. We got grip hands for her to hold nothing. And we have two fist hands. Now let's build us a armadillo. You got the one leg in. Nice pop. Clickety clack. And nope, oh, back. And now we'll do the back piece. We'll do the back piece first or the head? Let's do the head first. Let's see. Alrighty. We're going to raise the camera up for this guy. Now, this is the main reason I bought this wave. Shriek was an added bonus, but this is a beautiful piece. The sculpting, the detail, the size. It is a beautiful piece. This is what Build-A-Figures should be. Big, bulking, monstrous figures. Love this. He is Hulk-sized. Bring that in the Hulk. He's just shy of being as tall as the Hulk. This is fantastic. The sculpting on this sucker is just beautiful work. Love all the scales, the texture on the molded along like veins you can see coming through the chest, the armored sections through the abdomen area, and all the armor on the biceps, the forearms, on the hands, legs, the back piece here. I do wish the shoulder covers could have had some kind of like articulation point, but other than that, fantastic work. The claws, the toes, just looks fantastic. Look at the expression on that figure. Let's do a quick rundown on articulation. Head's on a ball peg. It's a little stiff. You can look down. And what's going on here? Yeah, you have little movement in that ball peg. Actually, I don't want to move for me at all, hardly. Maybe a little bit forward. Yeah, no. This ball peg is stuck on mine. I don't know if that's the case on everybody's, but mine does not move. I'm going to break that if I try to move it. So, only range of motion I'm going to have is moving around the ball joint so I can have them look forward and look down a little bit. I can tilt side to side and full 360, of course. Disc in shoulders go up to here, but you want to be careful of the back piece. It will move when you articulate the arms. Same if you do the full 360, you want to hit the back piece, you'll knock it off if you do full 360. So I wish they could have done like a hinge or something on these shoulder pads. Bicep rotation, single jointed elbow, get you up to 90 degrees. Hinge and swivel wrist. There's a diaphragm joint. You can crunch forward, not the hips. Crunch forward this far, back this much. You can tilt from side to side, but I haven't. Oh, there it is. It does have rotation at that diaphragm joint too. I tried it earlier and it was a little stuck on me. Ball jointed hips, better than most Spider-Man. Thigh swivel. Single joint knees, get you close to 90 degrees. Hinged ankles and ankle pivots. All in all, I'm really happy with this. This is beautifully sculpted, and it's worth the price admission to get such a great looking Build-A-Figure. To me, this one is a must get. If you see somebody selling this loose at a decent price, buy it. Even if you got to get the entire wave to buy this figure. It's a great looking Build-A-Figure. I like to see this standard going forward. Anyway, thank you for taking the time to watch the review. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time.